companies love to virtue signal because they think it's going to make them a few extra bucks, but that definitely doesn't happen. And Halo and really Microsoft has been one of the worst companies when it's come to this. They'll ignore things like Men's History Month, but they will never miss a Black History Month, a Pride Month, you name it. They will promote it if they think it's going to make them a few extra dollars. And right now, they are getting wrecked online for their latest virtue signal post. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I don't have any respect for companies that do this because ultimately, we know you really don't care about the certain month. I say this all the time. Companies don't care about the color of your skin. They don't care about your sexuality. They don't care about your culture. They just care that either you are working for them and making them money, or you are one of their customers and you are giving them money. And otherwise, they'll kick you to the curb. And I have more respect for companies that are just like, yeah, we're here to work, and that's about it. Halo, every single month that rolls around that they can make a post about will, and now it's Black History Month. They said this Black History Month, we're celebrating the creativity and contribution of the Black community, not just in Halo, but in our entire industry. Here's to honoring the past, uplifting the present, and championing a future for every Spartan. And, well, usually they will create some sort of exclusive in-game skin. Usually they look pretty bad. This design here also doesn't look very good, in my opinion. And I've talked about situations like this so many times, like how the Halo subreddit had banned people for saying Happy Men's Day. But because posts like this are always pointed and laughed at on social media, and a lot of gamers say, nobody cares about these posts, or we can see through your BS, they run and hide. This has 1.2 million views. It's got 5.6k likes, but they've decided to lock down the replies because they knew what the response was going to be. If you're going to post something online, don't lock down the thread. Just let people discuss, just let people have a conversation, and just let people interact with your post. Otherwise, don't say it because you clearly do not wholeheartedly believe in what you're trying to spew online. Now, every single year, these same posts are made. Every single year, anybody criticizing this Corpo Pandering is attacked. Last year, we saw Grums make this big post. This does not belong in Halo. Time for companies to focus on what gamers want instead of performative virtue signaling. Guess what happened? They went insane over this post. The wokies were furious, saying you are disgusting, you're a racist, you're an ist and a phobe, even sharing low quality gifs punching him in the face. But yeah, every single year it's the same song, the same dance. It is just a slightly different post, but it clearly highlights that these companies, yeah, just don't care. They set an alarm to make the same post every year, thinking this is going to get people to buy our games, when that doesn't happen. And clearly, by locking down the comment section on this year's Black History Month post, they thought they were actually going to win. They thought, oh, people aren't going to take the effort to interact with this post, and people aren't going to be launching so much commentary on it, and we're going to be able to avoid so much backlash. But of course, that's not happening. Virtue signaling for social points won't make your games any more popular, Halo. You should have figured that out by now. Pandering to the modern audience has yet to save or make any studio successful. And yeah, maybe they should actually focus on creating a high quality game instead, because Halo is basically dead now. And it sucks to say because I used to love Halo so much, but yeah, your virtue signaling isn't going to save your franchise. Imagine spending years trying to replicate the older game's iconic art style in your most recent game, just to ruin it soon after release by adding vibrant, colorful cosmetics that clash with every art direction because you want a virtue signal every time it's a designated month. Here's an article by Fandom Pulse on this topic. Halo is a game about mowing down space aliens, but in recent years, the brand has become more about virtue signaling for feminism, BIPOC, and the LGBTQ agenda instead of being entertainment. With their relentless months dedicated to each DEI infested subset of society, they're back at it again in 2026 for Black History Month, and this time they've turned off the comments because they know they're going to get savaged. Instead of being known for their great games in recent years, Halo is mostly known for their DEI postings of different months, such as last year's Pride Month posting. They've also posted about Women's History Month and even Disability Pride Month and how strength comes in many different forms and every Spartan brings something unique to the fight. And as usual, Halo does not get a good reception on X with this nor anywhere else on the internet, as gamers rightly mock the postings. This year, they're back with Black History Month again, preemptively turning off comments so they won't get mocked. If you're gonna say something, say it with your chest or don't say it at all. They knew damn well what folk were gonna drag them with. I see that locked comments section. We're celebrating the creativity and contribution of the Black community. No one believes this. That's why you lock the comments. You know this is all BS. But this article does point out the fact that they promote diversity and inclusivity for some, but not for others, because February is also a month of Catholic tradition dedicated to the Holy Family. And I had referred to this article earlier. The Halo subreddit was banning people for posting Happy Men's Awareness Month and not wanting pride in the game. This just happened last year in 2025. So every single year they make posts like this. Every single year they get wrecked over posts like this. And it makes it harder to want to support them because I again, used to love Halo. I think that Halo does have something special going for it, but modern day Halo isn't the Halo of the past. They aren't really creating a lot of new content that is Halo themed. They're just taking every different theme and every different group and every different virtue signal, and they're either throwing it into their game or throwing it onto the game's social media when they could actually be making another good Halo product. But that's not really their focus anymore, and that's why people point and laugh at them now. And it's why nobody really has a lot of respect for them. So, yeah, their latest set of posts for Black History Month are not going over particularly well for them, and everybody can see through their virtue signaling bullshit, and it's just pushing more potential customers away from them. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.